Okay, so this is the first step of making the dough. So this is our starter that we had fed. We left it peak, and then we put it in the refrigerator to hold it for a few days. So we're gonna be adding 300 grams of warm water. So it is important to use warm water, especially when your starter is cold. So this is pretty warm. This is beyond room temperature, not hot, but warm, pretty warm. So we're gonna go 300 grams of warm water. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna do about 120 grams of starter. I'm gonna zero it out. That was about 60, so we'll need another, about that same amount. Okay, and we're at 119. Push this in. If you end up with a little bit more in there, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'm just gonna sit this over on a towel and mix that a little bit. Just to kind of get it incorporated, get the lumps out. It'll turn to like a milky mixture, that's fine. Enough for now. All right, and I'm gonna add, so this recipe, I usually make it with butter. I'm actually trying olive oil this time just because I'm curious, but I would usually put in about 3 tablespoons of room temperature butter. If you have chilled butter, I would say you probably need to warm it up in the microwave because you want to be able to incorporate it in pretty well. But like I said, for this loaf, I'm actually using olive oil, so I'm going to do, I don't know, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm not measuring it when I do the butter or I just sort of dump it to what I think I'll do. And then I'm going to mix that up. And then the last thing is honey, which I forgot to get. And on the honey, again, I don't measure it, I just dump. If I had to guess, about 3 tablespoons or so. Again, that can be to taste. I guess you could dump this all in and mix it once. I usually just mix it a little bit after each ingredient, just to kind of get everything incorporated. Okay, this is looking good. All right, so we're gonna put this back on and zero it out. And what we're gonna do first is our all-purpose flour, 250 grams. 250 grams of all-purpose. Running low. Perfect. And then we're gonna do 125, zero it out, 125 of bread flour. Okay. And then you're going to do 100 of whole wheat flour. Zeroing out. I probably don't have 100 grams here, close. Yeah, I'm running a little low, but 100 grams of whole wheat. I'm just going to add a little more bread flour to bring it up to my 100. And again, you can play with those ratios. That's the ratio that we like. Okay, so now we're gonna mix this up into like a dough ball. So what you're looking for, some people mix this part with their hands. I just prefer to do it with a large, sturdy fork. They make a special dough hook for sourdough. I like my fork, but some people do. All right, so I start to kind of fold it a little bit, and it'll start to form a dough ball. This is coming together pretty nice. This looks good so far. Oops. It smells good with the olive oil. I'm anxious to see how the olive oil turns out. I thought it might make me need a little more water with the olive oil maybe, but this looks pretty good. Okay, so this is forming a dough ball. This is about the consistency you're looking for. So I try to kind of smush it down and then fold it over. Smush it and fold it. I mean, you don't have to do that, but I just want to try to get it into a nice dough ball there. And that's really good. I've gotten all the flour off the sides. It's not super sticky, okay? A little tacky, but not sticky. This is about the consistency you want. You can adjust here if you need to add a little more flour or a little more water. But this is what you're looking for. Okay. So that's pretty much our first step. This is going to sit and rest an hour before we add the salt. I'm going to put a cover on this. And in your house, since it's chilly with the air conditioning, I'd probably sit it in your oven with the light on. For me, right now, I'm just going to leave mine on the counter. So we're going to wait about an hour.